In this lesson, we will understand what are regular expressions in Python. With that, we will also understand what are meta characters in regular expressions. With that, we will also see some examples related to regular expressions. Let us start. If you want to search, match, split and replace text, you can use regular expressions. It is a concept almost in every programming language. When let's say you are validating emails, you need to check whether it is having @ or not, whether it is having underscore or not, or maybe someone added a character which is not allowed. Okay, so it is also used for validating emails. With that, you can also extract substrings or replace text using it. So for that, in Python we have the RE module, which is for regular expressions. So let us see. First, let us see what is regex meta characters and sets. So first we have the meta characters. When we'll see the examples, then we will understand it in a better way. So here we have different meta characters, like for start of string, end of string, for occurrences, with that for whitespace also. If you want hello in the start of the string, you need to mention this sign, this symbol. Similarly for end, you need to mention $, and the things go on like this. We will see the example and the things will be more clear. So regex meta characters are special symbols that define search patterns, making regex powerful for string matching and manipulation. Similarly, we have set. It is a collection of characters, as you can see here, enclosed within square brackets. Here each character represents a possible match. Okay, so if you want a specific match with any one of A or B or C, mention it like this. For any lowercase, mention A to Z. For any uppercase, mention capital A to Z. For digit, mention 0 to 9. And some pattern matches examples are also visible. So let us see the examples. Here we have the RE module, and here we have the common functions, which we'll use under our examples. Match checks for a match at the beginning. Search will check for a match anywhere. Findall will return all matches. Split will split, and sub will replace matches with new text. So here are the examples I was talking about. We have 8 examples here, and one by one we will see these examples to understand the regex concept. Let us start. So here is our PyCharm. We already added the regular expression project, and within that we have the programs for regular expressions. Beginning with match at start of a string in Python regular expression using match. Also we are using the RE module. So let's say we have this text cricket. We want to match for the start of a string. So let's say we want that the string starts with C. So we will add this meta character. I hope you saw this under the PPT also. Okay, here it is. The following string, start of string. Can you see? Okay, so we are using the same. This is the meta character for start of string. So this will check whether the string begins with cricket or not. The match here checks for a regular expression match only at the very beginning. Okay, so we will add the pattern here and the txt here. If this will be true, it will print search is successful, else it will print false. It will print true only, right? Because cricket begins with C. Search is successful, okay? That means cricket begins with C. The next example, match at end of a string. For that we will use the search. The search scans the whole string for a match. But for the pattern, here we have the meta character $ for end of string, which we saw in the PPT. Here it is. For end of string we have the $, okay? So here we will do the same thing. We want the pattern to be like ending with World Cup, so we will add $ here. This strings end with World Cup, so using the search we will print search is successful. That means it will scan for the entire string and it will find out that the string ends with World Cup, okay, and the search is successful will get printed using our if else loop. It's printing, okay, so we use the search method here and we added the $meta character. The next example, search anywhere using the search function in Python Regex. We are using the search method again. So here we will find a string that starts with the, has anything in between, that is dot star, and contains cup after any number of content in between. Okay, so first we have used this sign. This is used for beginning. I already told you in the previous examples. What is dot star? Here star is used for 0 or more occurrences. Any number of characters can come here between the and cup. That's it. So we have the example as the Cricket World Cup. Okay, first we will see the first example. So the Cricket World Cup text begins with the and ends with cup. Between the and cup anything can come. Okay, it's like any character can come between the and cup, and after these characters cup will be visible. Output will be the search is successful. For the second string we have the 11 cup. So here we have added it begins with the. Okay, and between the and cup anything can come. We have added digits now. So this means anything can come here. Okay, so when I'll right click and run, it will print search is successful. Now we have our next example, find all matches using the findall function. It will find all the occurrences of sun or fun in the text. So what happens here, we are using the set SF, can you see, under square brackets, and we are using the find all method. So here we are finding either it can be S or F, and after that we need to see UN. For S it would be UN after that means sun. For F afterwards UN, that means fun. Rest of them won't get match, so sun or fun will get printed. Here it is. But let us see what is this square brackets for. It matches either S or F at this position. Okay. Okay, and it is followed immediately by UN. The sets are here. Here it is. That means any one of A, B or C. We have added S or F here. Here S or F is visible. Okay. So we are following the set regex here. And we printed the output also. Sun and fun will get printed using the find all. Also we are using the RE module, and we have used it in the other examples also. Here like re.search, re.match and re.search here again. Now the next example, search for vowels in a list with Python Regex find all. Okay, we have imported the RE module. We have this list here, okay, with 4 elements, and the pattern we have set as AIOU. We have added under square brackets. That is, it can be any one of ABC here. That means it can be any one of AIOU here. That means vowels. We are using find all and using a for loop so that we can search for vowels in a list and print them accordingly. Here we are using the format F here so that we can print W, that means the word, that is apple colon how many vowels it is having. Okay, and here using find all it will print the vowel. The pattern it will take from here, that should be AIOU, and here we will add the loop variable which will have the words. So here it is printing the vowels one by one under apple, banana, sky and cricket. This will return all matches in a string. Through this we found out the vowels using find all. The next example, split a string at each whitespace character using split method. So here we have a text World Wide Web, and here we are using RE, that is the module.split method, so that we can split at each whitespace character. So the output should be World Wide and Web. We have /s here. What is this? Let us see. /s was for whitespace. That's why we have added it. Okay. But you would be wondering what is R here. You could have removed this and added SS. Okay, but this is a better option. Actually it is /s only. This is like a raw string notation. As it's written, we can also use double slash instead of R here. Okay, this will split at each whitespace character and print it like this. Okay, it split it at each whitespace character here and printed it like this. That is enclosed in square brackets. So this is a list. Output is a list. The next example, replace a text using the sub function in Python Regex. So we have imported the RE module and we have the following text here. We will replace it. Okay, we will replace T20 here with ODI. That's it, using the sub function. So the output will be ODI World Cup. So we are replacing T20 with ODI. Okay, but you would be wondering how it is different than the replace function. We will see in the next example. replace part of a string that matches a regex pattern using the sub function. Okay. So here we have a text, and in sub here you need to add the pattern. Okay, so we added the AIOU pattern, and here is the character which we want to add while replacing. So in place of AIOU, any vowel will get replaced with star. That's it. So we have added the pattern here. You already know this, we saw in the previous example. Double square bracket means under a set, AIOU means it can be any one of A, B or C in this case, or any one of AIOU in this case. Okay, it will replace with star. Every vowel will get replaced with star in the following text. Here it is. Okay, we saw the sub function here. Guys, in this lesson we saw what are regular expressions. We saw the top 5 methods used, and we saw some examples to understand the regular expression concept. Thank you for watching.